everyone, it's Shelby here. Welcome back to A Little Literary Love. I'm glad y'all are with me today. So today's video, I wanted to do another haul video for you, but I wanted to start a new series where I go over some of the ebooks that I have been hauling. I think I did one back in July sometime. That was a bunch of free ebooks that I had gotten for Stuff Your e-reader day. So this whole video is going to be a little bit shorter than that one because I think I had almost like 50 books on the last one. So this one, we're just going to be going over all of the books, the ebooks that I have downloaded or that I had gotten in July. Most of these are actually in Kindle Unlimited, but I did not always get them from Kindle Unlimited. But yeah, so before we get into all of these books, I do just want to do a quick little, making sure that we're at least asking you pretty please, very nicely, to subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. But yeah, we're gonna get right into it. I have at least 10 books here. Like I said, all of these are actually on Kindle Unlimited, although I did not get all of these that way. Some of them are ARCs that I received. Some of these I actually bought. They were like free at a certain point. So we'll just go over all of those. So the first book is going to be Forbidden, Part 1 by Amelia Emerson. This is an Omegaverse story that I read, and that I can link in the cards, one of those wrap-ups that I did talking about this book. This is about a female main character is an Omega, and she is on the run. She has been taking suppressants, but her suppressants stopped working because she hasn't gotten them in a while. Suppressants are very illegal in this world, and she ends up running across this alpha who takes her to this like Omega center, and she is made to choose a pack to be with. I thought this book was okay. Like I said, I did already read this one. This one I did check out from Kindle Unlimited. Then we have Guarded by the Kraken by Cassie Alexander. This is a monster romance between our female main character. She is a scientist and she takes a job in the very deeps of the ocean to study this monstrous like artifact, and she has this Kraken guy who is our male main character. He is hired to be her bodyguard during this endeavor, and in order to protect her, he ends up having to bond with her, and they have this like telepathic bond. They go through a lot of stuff together. They both have very traumatic past. This one I got an ARC from the author, but this is now already released and it is also on Kindle Unlimited, so you can check that out. Then I have Going Down Smooth Part 1 by Drea Wells. This is another Omegaverse story that I picked up. This is a Black author that I was trying to, diversify my reading. This is also a second chance. The female main character is coming back to town after the death of her father, so she's going to his funeral, and she is hoping in his will that he will leave his bourbon business to her, and he does, only if she decides to mate with the pack that she had previously rejected. So this one I did pick up from Kindle Unlimited. And then we also have Part 2, Going Down Smooth, Part 2. This is just the conclusion of the story because Part 1 does end on a cliffhanger. The second one I have checked out from Kindle Unlimited also, but I have not actually gotten around to reading this one yet. So it is on my list to read. Then I have God of Malice by Raina Kent. This is another book that I checked out from Kindle Unlimited. I got this one because I wanted to try this series out because her old model covers are no longer going to be available because the series did get picked up by a big publisher. So I wanted to try it out just to see if I wanted to buy like hard copies of these books. This whole series is very dark romance, a lot of like stalkery, dubious consent, non-consent. It takes place in college. And this one features a psychopathic male main character, which I've also heard is pretty common throughout most of the books of this series. So I did try this one out in Kindle Unlimited. Then I have A Dance Macabre by Naomi Loud. This one, I got the e-arc of this from, I think, was this from Good Girls PR? I don't know. I'm signed up with a bunch of different like PR companies for arcs. So I got it from some PR company and I read this one. This one is also now out, and it is on Kindle Unlimited. So this is a like dark gothic kind of romance, enemies to lovers, forced proximity. This is a very unique world. It's more like magical realism, and I absolutely love this one. It definitely gives Morticia and Gomez Addams vibes from the Addams family, like if they hated each other and like before they were married. And it was just a whole vibe, and it was great. Then I have Dead of Summer by AJ Merlin. This I have checked out from Kindle Unlimited. I am currently attempting to read this one. I keep getting distracted by arcs that I have to read, so I have not actually finished this one yet. But this girl is a camp counselor at a summer camp, and she runs into this new camp counselor and finds out that he is actually a serial killer and he is wanting to murder like the entire camp. So she makes a deal with him that she will do whatever he wants, so that he does not kill people. So it's very, very dark. But yeah, I want to continue reading this and I want to finish it. Like I said, I just keep getting distracted by other things. Also checked out in Kindle Unlimited on my like checkouts right now. I got Seminal by C.M. Student. This is the second book of, I don't remember what the series is called, but the second book of C.M. Student's alien romance series. This is like the first one I did read, and it's about this girl and her friend and some other people end up getting captured by aliens and transported to this alien planet, and they are all like sold off to various alien creatures. And it's her, she gets in cahoots, sort of. Basically she ends up meeting this like dragon alien person, and he is somewhat keeping her safe from this harsh planet, but she's also trying to get back to her friend and find her friend so that they can potentially go home. So this ends up becoming a white shoes romance, although we only get in the first book mostly perspective from one of the male main characters that will be in her like harem of sorts. So I really enjoyed the world and the plot of the first one, and I really want to continue on with the series and see where it goes. So I have that checked out in Kindle Unlimited. Another book that I checked out from Kindle Unlimited is Ensnared by Rebecca Quinn. I think this series, I'm pretty sure this is a series. I remember I checked this out because I think it's going to be a special edition in some book box that I follow. I don't remember which one, but I know it's going to be somewhere. So I picked this out because I wanted to try to read it first to see if then I would want to purchase the special edition. So this sounds like it is like a post-apocalyptic world, and this ends up being another white shoes romance. And she is running away from these bad guys and runs into this like group of men, that she has to make a deal with them that they will give her protection if she gives them her body. So it sounded very interesting. And then the last three books that I have to talk about are books that I actually purchased. Although all three of these books were completely free at the time that I purchased them. All three of these books, again, are also on Kindle Unlimited, but I decided to purchase them anyway because, number one, books can get out of Kindle Unlimited and go back in, just kind of depending on what the author is wanting to do with those books. A lot of times authors will take books out of Kindle Unlimited because they are wanting to try to wide release those stories. If a book is in Kindle Unlimited, that author cannot have their ebooks in any other type of service. So like Nooks, so Barnes and Noble, Kobo, any of those. So it's pretty like exclusive to Kindle to have your books in Kindle Unlimited. The other thing is, by purchasing, even though it was free, that still boosts sales for those authors for those books, and it gives them like, the more people that purchase that gives them higher rankings on the different Amazon lists. So then it gives them better like marketing advertising within Amazon. So that's why I try to just go ahead and buy them, even though I know they're already on Kindle Unlimited. So those 3 books are going to be A Kingdom of Flame and Fury by Whitney Dean. This sounds like it is a fantasy, potentially fantasy romance. This is about this girl she's set to be a ruler at like a really young age. But she's like coming into her powers and realizes that her powers are those of darkness, and that she wants to kill people. She has this thirst for blood, is what it says. And then she ends up meeting this mysterious stranger that calls to like her dark side. I don't know, it sounded really good. And then I got Vicious Bonds by Shanora Williams. This sounds like it is a portal fantasy, which I really enjoy portal fantasies. And she ends up landing in this world, and she immediately has this like telepathic bond with the ruthless monarch of this world. And he wants nothing to do with her, but they have this bond, and he's going to help her figure out how she can get back home. And then the last one that I picked up in July is going to be Stonehearts by S.E. Wendell. I've heard really good things about this author, and I've been wanting to pick up one of her books or try out her books. This is apparently a prequel to one of her series. She writes a lot of like monster romance books. This is a romance between a gargoyle female main character, but she's kind of ostracized because she has malformed wings. And then she ends up forming this bond. I'm assuming telepathic bond. I'm not 100% sure on that one, with an imprisoned fae who is our male main character. But it sounds like he's in another realm. So that's why I was thinking they have like a telepathic bond. I don't know. Somehow they're able to like communicate with each other and forming this bond together. So I don't know. It sounds really interesting. Like I said, I really want to try some of her stuff out. But yeah, so that is all of the books. I know it's not as large of a haul as the last ebook haul that I did, but these are all of the books that I had gotten or downloaded at some point in the month of July. If you like this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up button and subscribe again if you haven't already, and leave a comment down below with some of the ebooks that you have been checking out lately. I love hearing from you guys. Otherwise, I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.